Ben.
I think Metal Ben is working tonight.
Oh, he might be working. That's true.
Yeah,
he working on Saturday?
I think so. He's usually on
third
like
shift.
Monday nights is when he does like his late night streams. I usually catch him when I get back from my buddy's house.
So he might work like a 4-day shift from a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday type thing, and then have Monday, Tuesday or something off. Yeah.
He actually no, I'm pretty sure he's at work because he at the group chat I'm in with him, he was going back through some of his old stuff and he was jamming some Suspiria. I was like, you guys ever jamming this, man? I was like, this is one of those like I always heard of, but I never really jammed a lot.
Yeah, I know the name. I don't know what they sound like, though. I definitely know the name.
I think it's more like melodic death metal, like kind of thrashy melodic death metal. If I remember right. I might be fucking that up. What's up, bass man?
You know how it is, dude. There's only so many hours in a day. And there's only, for most of us, it's a limitation catch. You just can't own everything, man. You can't.
Yeah, I try.
You can't. I know you do. You definitely try. But it's hard, man. It's tough to be on top of all of it all the time. Dude, especially in death metal these days. It just seems like there's 9 million things coming out every other fucking day. And
I don't know if you've heard of the reviewer premiering tomorrow, the band Cosmic Putrefaction.
Oh yeah, yep. I like the first one a lot,
dude. Well, you should definitely watch our review. That new one is
smokes.
I mean, it's still like the absolutely chaotic, atmospheric death metal that it was,
right?
But honestly, he got a little bit more control in it and better production because. I mean, it's easy to get that shit muddied up when you have like fucking like 10 different trackings of guitars with also like other instruments on top of that and synths and layered vocals and everything like that. But I think he got it right.
What I remember about that one, which I did not pick up because it came out during a period where I just wasn't buying a lot of music at all because I was just too sick. If I recall correctly, that was pretty progressive technical death metal stuff, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's very, very comparable to like Blood Incantation,
right?
Catheliast,
yep.
Sulfur Aeon. I would say there's a little bit of that in there too.
Yep. Yeah, I'll definitely. I recall really liking it. There's another one. I don't know if you bought this one way back when. I'd say way back when. I want to say maybe it's 3 years old, and they just put a split out. And you probably already know what I'm talking about, or you will know what I'm talking about. But I think it's a Greek band called Bedsore.
Yep. Oh, dude. I don't know if that split's coming out on CD. It might be.
It is.
Oh, it is? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. In fact,
I'm getting it.
I think you can pre-order it right now, I believe.
Yeah, I actually have their OG like demo EP.
I think it's cassette. There's going to be vinyl later, but I think it's cassette and CD right now. I think.
Well,
and I forget the Japanese band, but I really liked what I heard. But that Bedsore album, the first Hypnagogia, is it called or something like that?
Hypnagogia, yep.
Did you have that one?
Yeah. Oh, dude, it is.
Dude,
cold and isolated and just dark sound. There was a year
under. Really haunting, man. It's haunting.
Like honestly, they do more with atmosphere, I think, than a lot of black metal voices I heard.
I agree,
like, dude. Like I feel this. Like this feels like it was recorded in the same bunker in fucking Antarctica that the thing was shot.
Yeah, it's
Canada.
It's scary sounding. It was really scary. It, kind of reminds me of a little bit of that. What's that Italian band?
Which one?
You did the review on them. Jacob bought me the album, and I can't. It's two words.
Man.
Shit.
Cosmic Putrefaction.
Oh, god damn it. Whoa, motherfucker. They're on, pretty sure they came out on Profound Lore. Damn it.
Fuoco Fatuo?
That's it.
Yeah, dude. That album, like, when we reviewed it, that legit creeped out John a bit. Didn't hold a candle to the Portal album we
reviewed. Well, yeah, later. But, I mean... I gotta admit, I like a few Portal tracks, but I really can't sit and listen to them.
No, I think if you say the band's name like 7 times in a mirror, the curator comes out and like rips your face off.
Yeah, I just it's too chaotic for me. It's almost too unlistenable, and I can appreciate what they're doing, but I don't profess to understand it and enjoy it. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I can see the appeal of it, but man, it's like I like atonal melodies and stuff like that, like stuff that
Sure,
is deliberately in there to be creepy, like not to be pleasant.
but
But
it's nonstop.
oh,
Yeah,
and I mean, like even watching them play, it was like, dude, I feel like they're just like, all right, this is a weird shape for my hand.
yeah,
We'll play that.
and it almost seems like it just I guess I'd have to see it live. They played MDF a bunch of times and a couple times, and I've seen some live footage, and it just doesn't sound like it's pleasant to listen to live. I don't know, you know.
I mean, I don't, I don't know if you listen to it for like any sort of pleasantry. I think, like, I mean, like, the closest thing I could like compare to that is when we saw Primitive Man when they were with Blood Incantation. Um, Primitive Man is so damn heavy, but it's like sludgy. It's slower, but again, very atonal and dissonant. But it's so heavy, like legit. I almost felt like it was in like a trance-like state the
Yeah,
entire time. Like I'm just like, it's so heavy I can't move. Did I pee? I think I peed.
I need to check them out. I don't know why I haven't done that as yet.
They got a new EP coming out. That might be a place to start. I know their last one. Whew, man, that thing was so heavy it fucking hurt.
Hang on one sec. I'm hold on.
All right.
Hey, Devin, eat a bag of dick. Eat a bag of dick. See that? I invited him on. He's like, hey, fuck you, man. Fuck you. So I told him to come on, but he's being a cunt. I don't know what his problem is.
Man,
Um,
kid just loves to sass you.
what's that?
Kid just loves to sass you.
I guess we do say some pretty nasty things.
You should hear the shit that, I mean, John and I fucking constantly pick on each other.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's nonstop.
I don't know. James is in all these streams, man.
Oh yeah, dude. James is all
James is
over
a
the
warrior.
place. He and I fucking talk about all sorts of crazy shit.
He's a fucking warrior, man, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's in the name.
Absolutely. That's true. Ah, shit, it is. I didn't actually say that I was saying he's a warrior, and I'm like, oh yeah, it is warrior. What about
Suppose he has the soul of a warrior. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen Chuck in a while. I don't know what's going on with him, man.
Oh man, I hope he's all right.
I'm trying to think. What did he? Oh, he hit me up the other day. I texted him the other night, and he was at a park, like out in a park somewhere in San Diego, or San Francisco rather, and he was seeing the Mermen, that surf band, that really cool surf band live. He's like, look, an impromptu, and I think it was like for a benefit for a fellow San Francisco musician that had like medical issues or something like that. And I'm like, man, you're every fucking time they play somewhere, you're there. It's like, and that is a cool band. I mean, even if you're not like a big surf music fan, they're so cool. They just have such a cool vibe to them.
I mean, like Dick Dale. I mean, I've been so used to
very Dick Dale-ish.
Yeah, I mean, I could probably get into it.
It's good shit.
I mean, I've been listening to all sorts of fucking crazy shit. Like, I mean, these collection updates are going to be kind of all over the place. I mean, going from like grindcore to I got 2 more albums about the Cars that I needed.
Oh yeah.
So, oh yeah.
I 2 more of the what?
I had a couple more from the Cars. Got
the Cars.
Candio.
Which one'd you grab?
Oh, Candio and
Candio.
Shake It Up. Candio's a great album. It's not as good as the debut, but few things.
No. Well, dude, that debut is almost impossible to beat.
One of the best albums ever.
It's I like. There's a couple really good tracks on Panorama too.
Couldn't find that one. Like I looked because I kind of just want to complete the discography. Like they had the last one, but I didn't want to get that one before I got Panorama.
What's the last one?
God, I forget the name of it. It really wasn't a very memorable album, It was the one after
Heartbeat City.
Heartbeat City, which Heartbeat City, I like that album too.
I love that album, man.
I mean, dude, fucking Benjamin Orr was like a secret weapon in that.
Oh man. I mean, look, if you say you hate the song Drive, there's something wrong with you, man.
Oh, I love that song so fucking much.
And the song Heartbeat City itself is such a cool song.
I think my mom had that one on tape, but the one she always played was the debut, and that one just kind of...
Well, it's impossible to beat most of the songs on that album, especially like Moving in Stereo is such a wicked fucking tune.
Moving in Stereo is one of my favorite like nighttime drive songs.
Ah, so good.
Like open highway, just seeing the street lights go by. It's fucking perfect.
Ah, so good. And Best Friend's Girlfriend, and obviously Good Times Roll, so good, man. That album is just
packed with
hard to beat.
Oh.
But Robert Sparling, he's in the comments.
Yep.
Rockstar Robert. What's up, Robert?
I mean, that's not the scene I think about when it comes down to that song. Actually, that song is associated with Phoebe Cates getting out of the pool and taking off the top.
Hell yeah, man.
I don't think about Judge Reinhold beating his meat. Nope. Phoebe Cates, that might have been the first breastises I think I ever saw on TV, and I was like, oh, that
was definitely a load launcher. There's no question. That chick launched a lot of loads with that scene, man.
Like she embodied the whole girl next door thing too. I was like, man, she seems tangiable.
Hell yeah, she seems attainable almost. Yeah, if
like,
Judge Reinhold could get her,
but I feel like there's a chance. Like 1 in a million, but that's a chance.
Yeah, great fucking movie. Love that movie, man. Still one of the very best. And lots of good songs on there, lots of great soundtrack. But yeah, I mean, dude, there's so many good 80s bands though. I mean, there's so much good shit that we were talking about on the second album from Warrior Soul, Drugs God the New Republic. They just do a fucking smoking cover of Inner Zone by Joy Division. It is one of the best covers you will ever hear. It's so fucking heavy, so good.
Right, I'm hitting up Chris. Let's see if he's up. He's usually
man. Get him on here. I haven't seen him in a while, dude.
Oh, dude, we just did a video for his channel. I can't wait for it to come out because man, we had some fucking fun. We went over metal movies. And
hey, real quick before it disappears, Bassman. Yeah, dude. Hit me up on Instagram. I think you have what's my Instagram name? Fuck, what is it? Metal Madness 66. Duh. Hit me up on there if you're on there and touch base with me and you want to get into some jazz. We'll definitely do some jazz. Maybe talk some Jocko a little bit. Yeah, I definitely want. Most of my buddies are not major jazzophiles. Like Nick, he's not the big jazzophile guy.
I mean, I appreciate it.
No, but I mean, you probably don't have a lot of it in your collection, I'm assuming.
No, I really don't. I have 2 Trioscapes albums just because it's got Dan Briggs from BTM on bass.
Yeah, I mean, I have a shit ton of Coltrane. Probably 30, 35 CDs of his, mostly in box sets. And I've got so much fucking miles. Probably have about 100 miles CDs with box sets and singular stuff. And then I've got Wes Montgomery, Don Cherry, some Charlie Parker. I mean, I got a lot, and it's not Duke Ellington Orchestra, stuff like that. It's not stuff I listen to every day, but there was a period there for a while. I'll go in cycles. I won't listen to jazz for a while, and then I'll kind of fall into it for a good 2, 3, 4 week period and be like, that's all I want to listen to.
I used to get like go out with my buddies and go to like jazz bars around here. I think fortunately like the big one here might have closed, but
that's the fun place to experience jazz is live.
Oh yeah, I was higher than giraffe pussy, so I really connected with it. Like, this was back in like, junior, senior year of high school, like, weekends we get stoned to the bone and
right,
jazz clubs and shit like that. I think I dropped acid in one once. That was fun.
Oh, that had to be good, yeah.
But
Bill Evans, fantastic, yeah. For I don't know Chet Baker. I know who he is, but I don't have anything by him. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot to get into there, and I'd like to add something to the channel. Now, I forgot my usual. Eric and I kind of got into things so quick, I neglected to point out that I didn't ask Rick to do the thumbnail for this Warrior Soul thing. I was kind of getting, just feeling like I'm using him. Not that I am, and I don't think he feels that way, but I just am like, dude, I don't want to infringe on you. He's got a lot going on right now, his move and setting his place up and readjusting to work and everything. And so I just threw up a generic thumb because I'm not able to. Well, here's the thing though. That was Rick though.
Oh,
yeah. He saw it. And the next morning I wake up after I post that and he's got that in my mailbox. He's like, dude, you got to have a proper thumb. I'm like, bro, I didn't want to bug you, man. So now the funny story part of that is the funny addendum that is that Wednesday, and I don't know why the fuck I do this, but I always think of this after the fact. But on Wednesday, I realized I'm like, you know what? I'm going to hunt around a little bit here. So I started hunting around, and I found that Warrior Soul does have a website, which I didn't honestly know. And I saw a contact button that said Warrior Soul Management. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to hit him up, see if Corey would be into doing an interview. I'm sure I'm going to get a publicist or blah, blah, blah person. I'm like, what, I sent this email, right? Wednesday morning, like it's like 5:30 in the morning when I'm half awake. And then I something happened the next morning and I had to change my password and I couldn't get into my email account. And then suddenly this morning when I got up, I'm like, I haven't gotten an email in like 48 hours. What the hell's going on? Long story short, it says, it's not hitting the server. So I'm like, okay, I put the password in, boom, I get hit with like 35 emails. Most of it junk, but some of it not. And here in the email is a reply from Warrior Soul Management. Yeah, we'd love to do an interview. We looked at your channel. Yeah, it's small, like you said, but it's really interesting content. We saw the interview you did with Mongran and really enjoyed it. We'd like to do the interview. How about Saturday, meaning the day that I'm seeing the email, but we're in the UK, so we're 7 hours ahead of you. I'm like, well, fuck, it's already. That was at 2:00 this afternoon. It was already 9:00 at night. I'm like, well, I can't, it's not going to happen today. So I sent him the link and I said, look, man, I said, I'm assuming this is Corey. He didn't say, he kept saying we. Everything was we, right? Not OUI, but WE.
Yeah.
I'm like, I wonder what's going on here. I'm like, it's got to be Corey. It's got to be him. He's not with a label or a major label. He's on an indie label. He's probably doing all the shit himself. You know what I mean? Or maybe he has a girlfriend that's his manager or something. Who knows, So I said, well, look, here's the link. Check it out. Get back to me. And then I got to thinking, fuck, I'm going to have to be very careful what I say about some of these albums that aren't as good, the later albums, because I can't just go, this is a steaming turd, and I wasn't going to say that anyway, but yeah. You know what I mean?
I mean, we're kind of in the, I wouldn't say like business, but we're in the business like, listen, if we don't like something, we have to find some way to politely and informatively say that we don't like it without shitting all over it. Unless it's a 6 Feet Under album, then you can absolutely just
then you can shit all over. Yeah, no, but I mean, like you said, you got to be able to professionally and respectfully say this isn't my thing. Here's why. And I did. I had to say that on 2 albums tonight. I'm like, this is not my thing. It's not very good. Well done. It's kind of ACDC worship, and it's not that great. For my ears, it's not that good. But luckily, at the end of it, I was able to kind of rebound because the last album is actually pretty darn good, especially the first couple tracks. There's a couple really good songs. There's one on there called Hip Hip Hooray about Donald Trump that's fucking hilarious. It's fucking hilarious. I mean, it's a little juvenile, but at the same point in time, so is he. So why not be juvenile? You know what I mean?
I mean, shoe fits, and it's, Velcro because laces are difficult. You know, wear it. Maybe have your parents help you put them on.
Did you get Chris?
I hit him with a message. I think he went to a show tonight, so he might actually be tired. He went to go see, I believe, Cognitive and Half. HATH. They were playing in Baltimore.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he knows the guys in Cognitive, and it's really solid tech death. And I don't know if you've heard Hoth yet, or have.
I know of it.
Really, really solid new album. Like it's
where are they
black
from?
and death metal with a lot of melody to it.
Where are they from?
They're from Jersey.
Okay,
but you listen to them, you hear European bands. Like it's really odd because the first time I heard them, I was like, "Wow, this band's got to be from like Sweden or fucking Norway or."
Well, what's the name of that? What's the name of that Indonesian one-man black metal thing that's kind of raging around the last month or so?
Rip to Shreds?
No. Fuck. I think he's Indonesian.
I don't know. That's the one I think of.
That's not the one.
That dude's pretty damn good.
But I say one man black metal project. That's kind of like all of them, isn't it? So
there's
90% of them, right? Well, what other things have you reviewed this week? Because
actually, someone brought it up in the chat, and yeah, hold on. Actually, where'd you go? There you go. Yeah, Ibaraki. Have you checked this out?
No, I have not.
Do you know what this is?
Uh-uh.
This is Matt Heafy and Isan working together to make a blackened prog album.
Oh, really?
It's really good. Like, I'm not the biggest Trivium fan, but Heafy's a solid guitarist. He's a damn good songwriter.
He is, yeah.
And Isan, I don't even need to say how awesome he is. He walks in the room and awesomeness.
That's an unusual pairing. That's a strange
They worked together
pairing.
before. Heafy was on Arctis.
Oh.
Yeah. So this was something that I guess they've been working on since 2012. It was under a different project name, and then they got it together here recently because they each had their own projects. It's like, we'll get back to this eventually. And he wanted to do, like, Heafy is a big black metal fan. And he wanted to work with Isan. Isan did songwriting. He did the production, like engineering on here. And they also included Nurgle from Behemoth.
Oh.
And the rest of Trivium actually plays on there too, in terms of like the extra instrumentation. And Gerard Way from My Chemical Romance. And you would not be able to pick out his vocal performance unless we told you, because he delivers some of the most gut-wrenching fucking blackened shrieks I never expected from him. And
so what's it like? It's black metal, or
it's black metal, it's death metal, there's a bit of thrash to it. It's honestly, it's like blackened prog, because the songs are long, there's a lot of movements, there's a lot of different camps they're pulling from. So the only thing I can compare it to is like prog. Like there's stuff on there that reminds me of like Haken and Devin Townsend, but then mix that with like Emperor and like more symphonic black metal or black and death metal, like Septic Flesh, and lots of melody. And it's really good. Like I was kind of shocked. Honestly, it's my favorite thing that Matt Heafy has probably done. And I'd like Trivium. I think they're okay. There's some stuff in the past that I really did get into, but I mean, overall, I was like, yeah, they're good. But there's always good playing on there, and Heafy knows how to write a song.
I know he's a good player. I have to be completely honest with you. And this is the old man in me, to be honest with you. It really is. It's the guy that goes, they kind of sound like they're in that. Hang on. Not they sound. They're adjacent to bands like Five Finger Death Punch, so I'm not even going to listen. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I think.
They're not that. But I mean, they definitely have like a more popular bracket, and they kind of came up in the metalcore pack,
right?
So I mean, like if you were a fan of like Killswitch Engage
and that's exactly why I don't listen to him, because I am not a metalcore guy. And I will tell you straight up,
And it's still there. Like the metalcore's still there, but it's more thrash and more power metal here lately, and elements of like melodic death metal. It's a blend, but the metalcore's still there. This project, there might be some metalcore, like people, try to say, oh, it's definitely some metalcore. And there's like, honestly, I don't really hear it. I hear progressive metal because it's blending so much different stuff, and the songs are very long and ornate. There's like lots of really interesting clean passages on there.
That's probably more in my wheelhouse because
it kind of runs like a Devin Townsend album, just like in terms of like the over the top sort of just kind of the outlandish stuff that Debbie does. It has that sort of feel.
Robert asked me if I saw Guara. No, I have not seen Guara, and I have to be honest with you. They're fun and all, and I just don't own any Guara albums. They've never been that interesting to me. Sorry.
I like the early stuff.
That's fine.
I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing him now, but it's not the same without Brocky. Brocky was a fucking entertainer.
He was.
That dude was hilarious on stage.
He was fucking hilarious.
Oh my god, I got to see him 3 times, and every time was absolutely fucking ridiculous. But yeah, the other one, new Terror album, straight up hardcore, like no fucking around at all. In fact, there's so much no fucking around that this album itself is not even 20 minutes. This is 18 minutes.
Wow.
Furious hardcore, and he got Todd Jones from Nails to produce it, who he used to be a member of Terror at one point.
Of course, yeah, of course.
And Jesus Christ, man, he didn't give him like Nails production, but he gave him like crisp, aggressive production. And Corpse Grinder's even on here too.
Right.
Yeah, the song Can't Help But Hate. He does a fucking badass fucking trade-off with like Scott Vogel, frontman. And he even has a nice little D-beat section he just completely owns. Fucking awesome. Like, this is the most furious 18 minutes of hardcore I have heard this year, and it's done by a bunch of old pros.
Well, why wouldn't it be, right?
I mean, I honestly, like, there's no Terror album that I don't like. I own them all. Well, there's something about this one that it's just so concise and so compact. Like, this is, a short trip in terms of like, all right, I have this is like an 18-minute drive. I can listen to this whole fucking thing, but I'll probably get there quicker than 18 minutes because this is fast. But yeah, I love it.
It's going to somehow, through osmosis, make your foot on the pedal go harder to the floor.
I mean, kind of did a little bit. I was like, oh shit, I'm going 50 in the 25. I got to quit that.
Yeah, that is one genre though. You brought it up that I just really can't do is the metalcore thing, man. I just don't like it. It's grating and annoying to me. The vocals usually bug the shit out of me. I don't know why. It's just the little bit that I'm aware of, like Kill Switch. I just couldn't acclimate to it at all.
I get it. I mean, for me, it was like the whole Kill Switch and the metalcore thing, and actually a mellow death too.
What's Cattle Decap? What's Cattle Decap to you?
Cattle Decap's like, I mean, they used to be just kind of death grind, and now
the older Cattle,
yeah, that's more like death grind. Like the songs are kind of quick and they're fucking just spazzy as hell, and like pretty technical for death grind, but it definitely has grind elements and death metal elements. Now it's kind of more blackened death metal. And with fucking Travis's strange, otherworldly fucking vocals, it really kind of has like its own, like it's its own monster. But the Kill Switch and Unearth and all that shit, and I kind of got into that kind of the same period, and that was the stuff that got me out of nu metal. Like that was the next thing. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go back and listen to all my old fucking Suffocation and Obituary and all the thrash shit too. But I like this new stuff too. But yeah, after a while, it kind of got old just because I swear to God, every label signed like a fuck ton of metalcore bands, like faceless ones that just they followed the same formula: breakdown, maybe a blast beat section, big stupid clean chorus, And then they started looking like they all shopped at the same Hot Topic.
That was the other thing, the Hot Topic thing, the Affliction wear and all that stuff. It's like, God, man, really?
Yeah, it it got bad. But there's some bands in that whole subset that I still really like. Like actually, someone brought up God Forbid.
I mean, isn't one of the hallmarks? And I'm asking more because maybe I'm not as familiar as I should be with it, because I think when I heard it, it immediately turned me off and I didn't go back to it. But isn't one of the hallmarks kind of the mallcore, mall metalcore, whatever you want to call it, is that you have the screamy, literally like the almost like your head's gonna explode vocal, and then you get that whiny sort of vocal in there, right? That's it, right?
That was like its own subset, like
right.
All right, like I mean, like technical, like the old school, like nasty sounding metalcore, like we're talking like Converge, like Hatebreed, Earth Crisis, and I was into that before, but I still kind of just throw that under hardcore. But then like the main metalcore sound started coming up, and like Kill Switch was probably the biggest poster child for it. But they did it well, like lots of hooks, lots of melodies, and they had good singers, like they could do both vocals well. But after a while, everyone wanted to copy that formula because it was successful.
Right. And it all started to sound exactly the same to me. And that's why I was like, man, but I will say that I am not, I cannot do the and then the it's like, man, I hear that and I want to fucking gouge my ears out, dude.
Well, and then they all started like, quoting a poem as their fucking name or something like that. Like their names became longer, like on the hill of the bush of the meadow in the weeping death. It's like, is that the name of the album? No, that's our band name. What's the name of the album? One.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that's where I just, I couldn't go there. And I've tried a couple times and I still can't go there. I mean, look, I'm not going to lie. There's an occasional Korn song that, not a lot, but a couple that I can kind of go, okay, it's okay. It's not bad.
Like those first four. Like,
I don't like, I can't say I like full albums at all. I like a couple songs here and there. That's why I have one album by them. It's the greatest hits thing. And, it's good enough for me. It's got kind of the shit I need, that if I really want to hear that, that's what I'll listen to. I have one Mudvayne CD. I forget. It's the one with Still Falling on it. Not Falling. Yeah, that's a cool song.
The End of
the World or something.
Yeah. That one's okay. I like LD50. LD50 is a fun album.
But the most of that album, I'm not that into. I only like a couple songs.
Good example. Just joshing. There you go. That's a metalcore band name.
Is that the name? That is a. Oh God.
Yep. Yeah.
So like something like Senses Failed. They're one too, right?
Kind of. They were like the Warped Tour, like
mallcore
emo band. Like I had a couple other albums too, like because I was buying up anything at that point that sounded like it because I was a fucking freak for it for a while, and then when it got old, like it got really old. But I think
see my dude over here, no baloney Anzalone, Phil. Love that guy like a brother, man. He's like my right arm. But metalcore's always kind of sucked. Sorry, Phil. I love you, dude, but no.
Well, their album's more hardcore. Like it's, it definitely has metallic elements, but like you're not gonna get sing-songy fucking anything. If you want melody, go someplace the fuck else.
That's another good point there. The sing-songy bitch thing. That I hate that.
Yeah,
I do remember at the drive-in though. That was the pre-Mars Volta thing, right? At the drive-in.
Yep, I have. I just have what was the fucking big album? The one with One Arm Scissor on it.
Yeah, and what are they termed? What's their?
I don't know. I don't remember anyone trying to throw a term out. I guess post-hardcore would probably be accurate.
Post-hardcore.
I guess
James is saying post-hardcore. That's probably right. Yeah,
but I don't know. Like I thought At the Drive-In was interesting. Like there's definitely some cool songs, but I'd latched on to Mars Volta much.
So do I. Way more.
Delouse. As soon as I heard Delouse, I was like, dude, what?
Delouse is a fucking masterpiece.
Oh, man. I love it.
So good. And I mean, it's prog rock metal weirdness for the 2000s.
It's psychedelic.
Yeah.
Psychedelic prog rock, but it's, I don't know, like it would appeal to people that are big fans of like old school prog rock, but also like System of a Down and stuff.
Oh yeah,
it was wisely fucking constructed. The drum work on it is so fucking
John
great.
Theodore, what a fun Pridgeon, man. Both of those guys, fucking amazing. Dude. I saw them for, I believe it was Francis the Mute. I'm pretty sure. And
oh, Seth Putnam, man, that guy.
But I saw them for Francis the Mute, and I got to tell you, dude, I didn't drink, I didn't smoke before I went in there, but I was kind of high while the music was playing. It was so intense and so hypnotic and so fucking catastrophically out of control at the same time that I just was kind of like, honestly, I was getting high from listening to the music. It was so intense.
I get it. Like, legit, there are some moments on that album, and I mean, a lot of fucking Mars Volta albums where, like, the feeling is weird. Like, I feel like I'm, like, watching the fucking car chase and Bullet, except I am on way too much fucking acid.
Right.
Yeah, I was like, dude, this is... Because it has, like, that jazzy sort of flow to it, but it's cosmic, and, like, you hear, like, because they did a really good job mixing it, too. Like, you just, like, shifting, sort of phasing from speaker to
phasing,
speaker.
The phasing effect, yeah.
And layers and layers and layers of, I mean, what sounds like chaos at the moment, but the more you listen to it, is like, that is so well orchestrated. Jesus.
Oh, well, Omar's kind of a trip. The dude, I mean, I don't know if you know this. Like, I haven't kept up with him lately, but there was a period at one point in time where he put out like 9 albums in 1 year. Like solo shit, in addition to, Mars Volta stuff and all that stuff. Is Mars Volta even still ongoing right now?
I don't know. That they put out that last album that was like a little bit more acoustic, and then they've kind of just, I don't know, like, been really quiet.
Well, I have Deloused, I have Francis, I have Amputecture, I've got Bedlam.
Yep. You have the Tremulant EP?
I don't have that. Wait.
That's the first. Technically, that was the first release.
No, I don't have that. Is there another full-length album? Is there one more in there?
Yeah, hold on here. I'll get to that.
And I'm sort of surprised I don't have that. I think, but there was a period there where I kind of lost touch with what they were doing.
Oh, Nocturnicate.
And wait, I have that one. That's the one with the song on it. What's the was kind of the hit on there? The Widowmaker? No, the Spider? No, the.
I don't remember, because I mean, honestly, I don't know which one was a hit, because I just.
What's the song tracks on there?
Let's see, on Nocturnicate.
Yeah.
The Whip Hand, Aegis, Dyslexicon, Empty Vessels Make the Loudest Sound, The Malkin Jewel, Lapachka.
You know what? When did that one come out?
2012.
Is that the last one? Full album?
Yes.
Okay, I do not have that. That's the one I'm missing. Yeah.
Okay. And Octahedron, that's from 2009. That was the one before it.
I have that one. I'm surprised I don't have Nocturnicate. I'll have to go source that out. But it sounds like they've kind of been either dormant, or Omar's been doing something else, or what's the other dude's name? Cedric Zavala?
Cedric Bixter.
Bixby Zavala?
Yeah.
Zavala, I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great voice. What a voice.
Insane range. Like, it's almost too much. I mean,
yeah.
I like his voice, but I hate the fact that they like to throw way too many, like, in the later stuff. Like, Goliath and Bedlam, they're kind of guilty of, like, throwing too many effects in his voice and, like, making it even higher.
Yeah.
Like, there's no need. He can get there. Let him.
Yeah. Now that one, if I recall correctly, that might be their 4th album, maybe. Is it?
Let me figure. Yeah.
Yeah. the thing I remember about that most, and I pulled them out because I was going to give them a listen and do either a dive on that myself. Maybe we could do one some point down the road. But the one thing I remember about that, and I think Amputexture, was the production's pretty weird on it. It's very, very brick walled. It's very almost like it wears you out listening to it.
I think they just kind of went hog wild with like effects. Like they really wanted to make it like a strange listen, because in one song you'll hear like the drums sit in different spots in the mix sometimes, or you'll hear the guitars very muted in one part of the song and then beef right back up, like Ilyana. Like that, I think that was like the bigger single on that one, if they had singles.
Right.
And it has all these strange vocal effects, and again, the first half of the song is produced very differently than the next half of the song. Like it gets
you nailed it. That's exactly what I thought too. Listening to it, it made a difficult listen.
Yeah, and you know, like the albums before that, they mixed really well. Like they kind of kept them uniform, but there was still a lot of shit going on. Like you weren't losing anything. They didn't have to tweak the knobs so damn much. Like Amputexture, Viscera Eyes is up there with like one of my favorite songs by them. Like that bouncy fucking groove.
Yeah, I mean, look, the guy was a real genius with melding so many different genres of music and making it interesting and still ear catchy and not so obtuse that you were like, man, I can't even listen to this. But I mean, a lot of it is, as you said, there's a strong element of Latin jazz in it, and all their stuff, and yet they're able to take that and make that into a progressive sort of thing, which is bizarre. And I got to dig back into them. It had been a while, and I don't even know why. Well, I was digging through, pulling stuff out, like bands that I thought, okay, this might be a cool thing, like November's Doom. I'm sure you know them, right?
Oh yeah, I own plenty of their shit.
Very, very Opeth, kind of like the North America's version of Opeth.
I thought they were from across the pond for the longest time. Like they sounded, it's one of those bands that just they don't sound like they're a U.S. band.
Right.
Like Devoken, I thought they were from across the pond for years.
But some super fucking great, heavy death doom, progressive death metal. Pale Heart Departure, fucking fantastic album. Welcome to the Fade is another great album. What's the is it called The Knowing? The Knowing?
Hold on here. I have to get to
if it's The Knowing or not. Or
I own a bunch of it.
I had everything until the last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, The Knowing. The Knowing is, I have the reissue. I think
that's a great one. Aphotic is really killer. That might be their heaviest one.
I do like that album.
Novella Reservoir is great. They always just put out
Blood Whites.
Yeah, I don't have that one.
Into Night's Requiem Infernal.
I have that one. That one's killer.
That might have been the first one I ever picked up. Either that or the Novella Reservoir.
I don't own the last two. I'm sure I don't own the last two. That's
Nephilim Grove.
I think I don't have that one. I don't have that one, and I don't have Blood White. And I don't have the one before that, the last one. I forget the name of it.
Before Blood White?
No, after Blood White. What?
Oh, I think that was Hamartia.
Yeah, I don't have that one. Hamartia. I don't have that one and the one after that. Yeah. I mean, you kind of know what you're going to get from them to a degree. I'm not going to say that they're super predictable, but they do kind of have a sort of a sound that they do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I pulled out all kind of stuff that I was like, oh, that might be a cool one to do. And there's another cool
at MDF.
What's up? Yeah. What? They're playing. They playing the main stage, right? Edison.
I would have to check again. I just gotta take that picture and save it on my phone just so I have it.
Yeah, you really should,
dude. Because last time I kept having like reboot the site because I didn't think about snapping a fucking picture the entire time. And I was like, man, I gotta find someplace with a good signal. Okay, all right, it's on at this time. And now navigating between two very different areas.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody was asking us questions here.
Oh,
We're really not thrash or be thrash. What's up, dude? We didn't really have a topic. I did a live stream on Warrior Soul earlier tonight, a deep dive, and where some people had expressed the desire to do this, but none of them have showed up. So it might be just me and Nick for a little while longer, just kind of talking all kinds of manner of bands that we dig and tunes that we dig, and something new.
Yeah.
Something we never do.
Never do this.
Do this.
This is all new.
Uncharted waters here,
one
kids.
on here. I have not checked out the new Vomit Forth track, but I have seen them live, and they were really good. We actually saw them, I believe, with Frozen Soul or Creeping Death. I can't remember which. I'm on the same bill. Or that might have been Zoomed. I don't know. I have seen them before. They were really good. And
by the way, I did want to mention last night I found what I feel pretty strongly about is possibly the greatest Instagram page of all time. It is called, and I don't want to. Let me find it here just so I know that I don't tell you the wrong name. It is called. Where's it? Oh, hang on. While you're looking there, what you're looking at, I want to find. You gotta see this, dude. It is the best. Oh, come on, bastard. Where are you? Now you were all over my Instagram feed a few minutes ago. Now you're just disappearing on me. It sounds pretty good as an aside here while I'm looking for this. Have you heard the new Nachachuan?
Someone was talking about it, and I still have I've been trying to catch up on something I missed when I was on vacation. Like I finally got the new Corpsest, which is fantastic. I mean, it's just amazing Finnish death metal. They know what they're fucking doing.
Yeah, I saw the album. I haven't checked it out.
It's really good. Like honestly, it's some of my favorite stuff from them yet. Like very technical but hooky. Like they don't overdo the technical aspects, and they just lay on great fucking riffs that have just solid hooks to them. And the production, fantastic too.
All right, now I'm getting pissed.
God. The Undeath, finally got a copy of that. I've been jamming that a lot. Still is a lot of stuff I haven't ordered just because I have so much to go through.
How much how many albums did you buy down there?
Oh God. I'm gonna say about maybe 100.
Holy fucking shit! Are you kidding me?
I really wish I was.
Oh my God, dude!
All right. Hold on. Let's see. I have to count from. Okay, here. So 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Now, was a lot of that used? Most of it used, or not?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
It's over 100, isn't it?
Maybe.
Jesus Christ.
Well, all right. I mean, there's a lot of ones that I bought 2 albums from.
Yeah.
Too. And there's some I bought more than 2 albums from. I got let's see, 3 Saxon albums that was missing. I got the rest of Galactic Cowboys that I was missing, so 5 albums.
You found that all in one store?
Actually, I know I found that in 2 different stores. I found Machine Fish, and I want to say not the album that followed it, but the album that followed that one. I think it was At the End of the Day. And then I found the horse that Jim got.
Yeah, somebody wrote in on or whatever.
Yeah. And then the most recent one I found at a different store. I was like, well, that's it. That's all.
And they were all used, I'm assuming?
I think except for the new one. The new one was still new. I was like, well, fuck it. It's here. I'm just going to get it. Why not?
All right. So you may not want to divulge this publicly here, but we're talking an average of at least $5 a CD, probably, or more.
Probably. Some of them might be a little bit more expensive.
Holy fucking shit, dude!
Yeah,
you have a worse problem than I ever thought you did.
It's not a problem. It's not a problem.
Not a problem. That's true. As long as your mortgage is being paid, or as long as your bills are being paid and the lights are on.
No,
right?
all my bills were paid before I even left on vacation. I made sure of that.
Holy fucking shit, Nick!
And I had some extra money, and this is like when we planned this vacation a while ago, and I literally was just putting money aside for this because I know what I'm going to do because I don't hang out on the beach.
You're not a beach hanger out.
I don't fucking do like, oh, let's go do this touristy thing. It's like, ugh, no, there's tourists there.
And then what do you? So where were you again? Florida, where?
St. Pete Beach.
All right, so realistically, there's like 4 things to do: lay on the beach, tan, which clearly that didn't really happen.
I didn't get drunk. I think that was something different.
I was going to say a massive amount of bar drinking, and you don't seem like that guy. And then let's see, what else is there? Buy a lot of metal CDs or go to stripper places.
Yeah, no, I don't even know if there was a strip club. I mean, there might have been strip clubs, but I wasn't looking for them. Like the only other thing I saw that looked
buy hookers.
Yeah, there was a bowling alley. I thought about it. I was like, hey, man, go fucking bowl. Nah, that sounds boring because I'm not with my buddies.
I'm going to go hit every fucking record store within the 20-mile radius of this hotel.
Yeah, no, that's about right because, I mean, I did go to Tampa 2 of those days and just hit up their record stores. Like, I found some really cool ones there, too. But, yeah, I went ham. I did go ham. Like there was, I knew what I was getting into. I mean, I'm gonna try not to go that crazy in Maryland, but there's no guarantees because the shopping there is pretty fucking extreme.
Okay, so wait, the guy that wrote, I think he's above. Pull up that comment. I'm having issues here. I'm on my old man's laptop. And it's infiltrated with porn bots, so it's filling up the right side of the fucking chat. But where's the one that the guy says, okay, be mindful and wise? Pull that comment up.
There you go.
We're going, whoa, hold on.
That one?
Yeah. So, be mindful and wise. We're going to dissect something here, okay? I think Nick knows where I'm going with this, but here's what I'm going to say. Here's what I'm going to say about that. When you say I used to be bad at buying CDs, let me explain. Let me explain what Nick just said. Maybe you missed what he said a few minutes ago. He said he was in Florida for 10 days, 7 days? 10 days. 10 days. He said, and I quote, I may have bought over 100 CDs in 10 days.
Or just 100.
Or just 100.
Or just 100. That's only 10 CDs a day.
That's 10 CDs a day. That's not that much if you think about it.
I mean, really, when you break it down and make it sound as small as possible, yeah, no.
No, but now let's extrapolate this and make it sound as large as possible. So let's look at it this way. If there are 365 days in a year and you buy 10 CDs a day, that's almost 4,000 CDs in a year.
I don't buy 10 CDs a day every day.
I know, not every day.
Just when I'm on vacation in Florida, which
not every day. That's right.
It didn't happen for 2 years, so there's 2 years that I missed buying CDs there, so I had to make it up.
What's the old commercial? I don't do. What is it? Is it the most interesting thing?
That is definitely one of the record stores I hit.
Is it a good store?
Oh, it was pretty decent. Their metal section's a little small. The one that I liked, and they have one in Tampa and St. Pete, is the Sound Exchange. Lots of underground like metal. Actually, that's where I found that Nocturnus reissue.
Oh wow!
For the key, and I was like,
So I'm not making fun of you. What was his name again?
Don't do it. Don't buy cassettes. Don't do that. No.
Yeah. Why?
Because you have to get a cassette player then, and no one wants that.
And then Irregardless of that, it's one of the worst, dumbest formats ever. No offense, dude. I'm not
Yeah.
shitting on you. You do what you do and love what you love. But as a guy that's 56 years old in March, who lived through 8-track tapes and cassette tapes, cassettes are only one step above 8-track tapes, and those sucked.
The tape stretches, I once your car, if you get a car cassette player now, that baffles me, but I'm pretty sure someone has it. Once that tape gets eaten, you're gonna know all the misery that our generation has already lived through and why we moved to different forms of media.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, the only nice thing about the cassette over the album,
cheap to me,
and the only thing was the fact that it was portable. That's it. And generally, the sound was never better.
No.
Even when they came out with Dolby X blah 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 tapes and all that shit, you still were limited by, if you had a fairly cheap tape deck or even a marginally okay tape deck, you were limited in the cold weather, because if you early days when you had cars that didn't have supersonic fucking heating systems in them, you had to wait for the car to heat up, because otherwise you had that kind of sort of slowness to it.
And it was tape.
I get it. It's a cult thing. I get it. The demo, culture from the days of trading tapes, and that's how people did it. And believe me, I respect that. I understand it. But I own very few tapes. They're ones that have been around since that was the only medium to buy, so I could go be mobile with it. And a lot of them sound like shit. They don't sound very good. And they're not anything I ever would look to actively collect, even from the standpoint of, I know it's kind of come into vogue again in the last 3 or 4 years, where especially with all these small band camps and stuff doing these special limited runs, and everybody thinks it's so cool. No thanks, man.
I mean, I do like the fact that it's getting people to buy physical media again.
Oh yeah,
that is awesome. Like, I will give tapes that credit. I'm also going to give vinyl and CDs that credit too, but it's good that there's just another medium out there that seems to be selling well.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I mean, I will say too, you're right about the one facet of that is that it's interesting. It's interested younger generations to invest in physical media, because if they don't do it, physical media is going to disappear.
Yeah.
And I still think it's probably going to disappear at some point. I know, it's scary, dude.
I'm trying to keep it alive on my own, Jeff.
Oh, you are, and you're doing a hell of a job.
Don't hamper my mission, Jeff. I'm trying to be a hero to these people.
Yeah, I would break into that. There goes my hero. Nick is buying CDs again.
Like, fuck, I wanted to get that one. Too late, it's mine.
And again. But so you're right in that respect. I mean, having kids, it's been kind of cool the last couple of years, even with my own kids, in particular my daughter, who really got into a vinyl phase. And it was cool to see that, because now there was something for them to buy, whereas 10 years ago, there really wasn't. There was hardly any vinyl around. Now, I enjoy vinyl, especially because of the physical presentation, the tactile, relationship with you have with a vinyl. But oh my beard, exactly. That's exactly what it is. He's single-handedly saving the industry. One CD at a time, one CD store at a time.
I was going to say one CD. I'm going to a store and buy one CD. I'm some rank amateur.
Have you ever done that you can think of in the recent years? Just where you went in and you're like, I'm going in for one, and I just can't find anything?
Well, I mean, all right, I might go in for one if I already stopped at another and got like all the other shit I was looking for.
Okay.
Which I mean, honestly, Thursday is when I'm out going to get music for reviews and shit.
Right.
I have 2 record stores that I hit, and if they're not at the first one, which my buddy Rob over at No Noise
usually
he knows me. That's my dude. He already has a stack set aside for me in terms of shit he knows I'd be interested in.
Right.
If he didn't get it in, which in terms of like shipping around here, like I don't know, like the distros they go through sometimes are not that reliable, but most of the time, pretty good.
Right.
If he doesn't have it, there's another one down the street from me, like on the way home. Excuse me. That I hit up, and that one will usually have it. Plus, I know the kid that runs that one too, or not runs it. He works there, and he actually plays in a local band too. But yeah, he goes after a lot of like crazy underground shit. He was trying to sell me on tapes too.
Was he really?
Well, someone sold their tape collection. He had like an OG copy of Pestilence, Consuming Impulse on tape, and fucking Suffocation's original EP, Human Waste. He also had an EP from fucking Hypocrisy that I had never seen on tape. OG.
Wow.
I was like, you almost had me. I'm not doing it, but that's cool. And I hope someone that likes tapes
finds these,
gets that, because that's
that is cool. He sell on the internet too, or no?
Yeah. Oh, he was saying, I was like, dude, I mean, I wanted to give you like a first look at this because you buy shit here all the time.
Yeah.
But if not, I know, like you said,
this will be gone in 2 days on the internet.
I think you said like the Hypocrisy EP was going for like $100. It's like, yeah, this one apparently is pretty damn rare.
Whoa.
Like $70 to $100. I was like,
holy fuck, man, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I just, tapes just aren't my thing, man. And I'm not even, I'm not even going to try and justify it in my own head to go, well, but maybe if I collect, even like, for example, as much as I'm a huge fan of Rush or a couple different little bands. I'm not going to go out. I may get a vinyl copy of something that I really love, although I don't own a Rush vinyl, believe it or not. But in general, I'm just not a guy who needs to own multiple formats of an album or of a favorite band's catalog. Now I get it. Like some guys, like tonight, Eric and I were working on the Warrior Soul stuff. He had the first two on cassette, so he's like, "Yeah, I got Salutations on cassette, and I'm gonna get Chill Pill and Space Age Playboys on cassette." He didn't want to deviate from that format for that band, so I get that. But and he's kind of cool with cassettes, being the era that he's from. He's the same age as you. I think he's like 44 or 45. And I was there too, man. I mean, I had a shit ton of them, and the only reason I don't have a shit ton of them now anymore, I may have, I don't know, 60 or 70 of them in there that happened to be in a tote of records that I pulled out of there, thankfully, that did have a couple of OG presses of stuff vinyl wise, but otherwise I would have lost them like I lost the one giant box of tapes I had that had fucking OG copies of South of Heaven and Seasons in the Abyss and a bunch of Black Sabbath stuff from original cassettes and there was a whole bunch of other stuff from the 80s, a lot of 80s bands, and it's like, if I had those, sure, I'd be happy to keep them. But I just personally I can't think of any band I'd want to go out and buy, Fates Warning did a special 100 run of Awaken the Guardian. And Awaken the Guardian is one of my top fucking 5 favorite albums of all time. Okay. I fucking love that album like you can't even believe, right? And I looked at it, and it was only $9.99 or $10.99. I don't know, whatever, $10 bucks. Not a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
But I'm like, all it'll do is just sit on a fucking shelf and collect dust. I'm not going to listen to it. Well, what am I going to do? It's not that exciting. It's not like it's going to get up and jerk me off or something like that. I'm just that would hurt. Probably
more than $9.99 for that.
I would have to pay more than $9.
Yeah.
The jerk off edition is $69.99.
If that is in your fucking Google search history, is like Fates Warning jerk off edition.
I'm not going to show you, but if it was, it might be. Let's just say
you did say it was a top 5 album. You know what? I'm not even judging. I'm not even judging. It was a top 5 album. I'm judging a little bit. All right, I'm a little bit. Top 5 album though.
But yeah, man, it's I couldn't really justify taking one of those tape copies from somebody else, and the only reason to have bought it would have been to be as a collector and hope I could flip it somewhere down the road. That's just, I don't know. I'm not that guy. I'm just going to be a mathematician. Go to publish equation. Nick's equation that lets you plug in CD prices, taxes, increasing value to let you know the. Wow,
I'm about to be an algorithm.
I was just going to say, man, you're about to be
transcended humanity.
You're about to be a college thesis topic. Wow.
You know what? I always thought they'd do like a study. I mean, like, like how the fuck does his brain work, or does it work? Like, there's a lot of, that. But I guess that's maybe happening now. I don't know.
Hey, what's our guy's name there? Thrash or be Thrash? You know his name, right? Frederick. Why don't you invite Frederick in? He's always got some.
I gotta think. Wait, hold on. I know where to fucking hit him up. Hold on.
Frederick, why don't you join us for a little bit? We'll I do know we're not going to keep Nick up all night tonight. It looks like a lot of the other guys aren't going to join, so we'll probably maybe another hour, Nick.
I can probably do another hour.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second.
If you want to join us, Frederick, jump on. I know you got a lot of cool looking shit you like to show off. Although you were shitting all over the later enslaved catalog, and I might have to bitch slap you a little bit about that.
Hold on, actually, I want to see. Frederick, are we friends on Facebook? Because I can't remember what one of the chats you're in. Because I know like there's like 2. It's not a clean needle. There's no way that's a clean needle.
No way. Exactly. Speaking of that, I'm not a diabetic, but I'm being told I really need to watch my sugar. I got a lot of issues there. And my old man is a diabetic and eats sugar like a fucking fiend because he figures that the medication will make it magically go away. But anyway, he had one of those little glucose meters, where you prick your finger and you put the blood on the thing. And I'll tell you what, I must be the dumbest motherfucker in the world, but I cannot get that thing to take my blood sugar. I've done it a million times. I've stabbed my finger the other day like 5 times in one night. I'm like, it kept saying error, need more blood. I'm like, Christ, I just dumped like a fucking half a pound of blood on you. What do you need? Weird, man.
Maybe it works rectally. Have you tried that?
Yeah. Yeah.
We got to get in there.
Yeah, he says, yes, we are.
Okay. I sent you a link, Frederick, if you'd like to jump in. If you do jump in, I'm going to go grab a quick smoke. But
I'll stay on when you. Well, actually, if you're gonna dip out for a minute right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for. I'm gonna see if.
Oh, you're gonna get him in. All right. When you get back, then I'm gonna run and get a drink then quick. So.
Okay.
Dying of thirst right now. But yeah, I think our Warrior Soul one went pretty good. I saw you were in for a little while. I was having trouble because of this shit that's on the right side. It covers the comments section. I was having a hard time addressing single comments because this. Here, I'll show you. Hold on. I'll show you what I mean.
Okay.
And I tried to fix this, but I have no idea what the hell he did. I put ad blocker up, and it doesn't seem to be working. But here. So this is what my screen looks like while I'm doing it. And that. Can you see that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you see how over here the wait, over here?
The comments are you're showing.
Yeah, the comments are covered by porn bot stuff that's the bottom there. So I tried to get rid of it, and every time I click an X on it, it throws another fucking porn bot message up. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you did.
Their insistence like, listen, man, you need to beat off.
Yeah,
right?
The weird thing is he has fucking Norton antivirus. I'm like, why do you have all these porn bots if you have Norton antivirus that you just pay, or McAfee or whatever? He's like, I don't know. He doesn't know what he's doing. He don't know what he's doing at all. Like, I mean, the whole thing. I don't want to get into detail, but let's just say he's beyond the ability. He's beyond the ability to utilize it anymore. That's what I don't even get. I'm like, dude, what are you even watching this shit for when you don't even really like? Are you watching it for the acting? Because I hate to break it to you, it's not that good, man.
Oh, pizza guy. Oh, I forgot my pants. It's okay.
Pizza guy.
Dude, I was a pizza guy for like 10 years, and
never happened, did it?
Nothing cool like that ever happened.
I do have one funny story. True story. When I got out of high school, I went to college for a year, and I took 2 years. I took a year off. I took about a year off, and I actually fucking worked for the needle idea. What
needle?
What needle idea am I? Oh, the needle. Yeah, the rectal needle. Yeah, no thanks. And I worked for like a mirror and glass installing company, right? So we'd put like big plate glass into like Kmart front storefronts and big stuff, and then we'd also go out to a lot of places like wealthy people that wanted mirrors around their hot tub or whatever, right? So one day we get a call, and I get called out to a place to install. You could not put real. What's up, dude? How you doing, buddy? How's it going, man? Let me finish my story real quick here.
All right, you finish the story. I need to grab a smoke.
I know, real quick. So you could not legally, at least in PA, you can't install actual real mirror above a bed, right? Because if it breaks, it could, or if something happened to it, something was thrown into it, it could come down and stab you and kill you, right? So we get this call out to put acrylic mirror reflector, and it's a thin sheet of plastic that's coated with a mirror covering, right? And we get there, and there's this chick, man, and she is just this lithe, skinny little, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, and she's young, and I went with one of the guys that was like an OG at the company who was an installer, and his name was Ken, an older dude, and he's like, we get out the car, he goes, hey, man, she's looking at you, she wants to put that mirror into some action later on tonight. You need to get her phone number before we leave. I'm like, dude, no way. I'm like, I'm like, I was like 18, 19. I'm like, well, what do you mean? What are you saying? He's like, dude, why do you think she got a mirror over bed? I'm like, oh, okay. Like, it didn't even dawn on me what was going on initially when I went in there. I'm like,
her own performance.
Yeah. So she was very, very, very flirtatious. I think she was actually after the old man, to be honest with you. It looked that way to me. She was probably like 22, 23, a little older than me, a couple years. Man, she was just prancing around in a skimpy little fucking pair of shorts and no real top. It was like a halter top. And I'm like, man, okay. Nothing ever happened. I wish I had a better ending to the story.
Man, that's it. I'm out.
I know. Lame story. All right, go grab your smoke. And your stuff.
No, I mean, the mirror thing, I get that. Like, I may have taken like an ex-girlfriend to a fun hotel that had a mirrored ceiling. And honestly, I didn't like it because the entire time I was like, do I really make that face? Oh,
do I really look that stupid when I'm doing this? Yeah.
Like, even she looked up too. It was like, is this weird? It's like, yeah, no, it's weird. Like, us looking back at us, and we're not thrilled with us.
You know what? That's exactly what it is. It's like if you try to make your own porn movie, it's like, this is really fucking boring, man. I mean, it ain't the same,
Yeah, it sounds like voyeurism.
It is voyeurism. Absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. So how you doing there, Frederick? What's happening?
I'm good, Jeff. I'm good, mate. How are you?
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm hanging in there, man. Life has been interesting for me the last couple years, and I've had a lot of.
Yeah, I heard about your health problems. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a struggle. I mean, I still don't feel well. I've got some answers to some stuff. I still think there's another couple things outlying that they are looking at stuff. I have every week, literally, no joke, every week since about mid-March, maybe second week of March, I've had 2 to 3 doctor's appointments and specialist appointments, and having to run. I live in Pennsylvania in the U.S., and I've had to drive down to Baltimore, which is about an hour and 10, 15 minutes away from me. I've had to go down there 3 times already for medical appointments, and now they're talking about sending me to Philadelphia for another specialist review. It's very tiring, man. When I already don't feel well, to try and get myself up for that, it's a struggle. this coming week, I have to do a pulmonary test on Wednesday. Pretty. They put you in a sort of not a cryo chamber, but like a airtight chamber, and then you have to breathe and do different things because I've got nerve damage to my diaphragm that they're trying to figure out what's going on there, and that they discovered after I had COVID. I had COVID back in November, and I had it bad, man. Like I was sick as fucking hell.
Yeah.
For probably 4 to 5 weeks. I was deathly ill.
Yeah,
and,
I'm lucky. Yeah, I'm lucky. I never got COVID. Knock on wood.
Right.
I got all the injections. The 3 shots, and I'm lucky. I've been pretty safe because I don't go out and with crowds of people. I'm more of a misanthropic. I like to stay home more.
Right. Well, and I think that Australia was pretty. They were pretty hardline on keeping the lockdowns and all that stuff more strict than here in the States. You got to understand the States. There were states where fucking people were just, out drinking at bars and doing stupid shit. And, Americans are not very smart people. We just aren't, we just aren't.
Well, there are some smart people, but, I know what you're saying, Jeff.
Well, I mean collectively smart. I don't mean intellectually. Yeah. I don't mean intellectually smart. I mean collectively stupid from the perspective. I think that we wouldn't have had to have lost so many people if we'd been a little smarter. But that being as way, now I am not actually vaxxed because when I got it or before I got it, I've led a very isolated existence the last year and a half. And the irony is that the person that brought it into my house at the time, I take care of my 81-year-old father and we lived in the upstairs of a split level house, pretty nice big house. And the owner of the house was a buddy of his from work, your retired buddy of his from work, a couple years younger. Yep. He got it, and he was double vaxxed and boosted. He got it at a funeral of somebody that had it, and the whole family had it there, and they gave it to everybody, and it was like, fucking, you got to be kidding me.
I suppose
he died. He died. Shit. My landlord died.
Yeah, I suppose, like you say you're not well, and if you don't know what the problem is, getting vaxxed might make it even worse for you.
Right. Well, so for me right now, the autoimmune system issues I have that I've been diagnosed with, they've kind of been reluctant to suggest it's a great idea. They're like, if you can stay limited in your exposure outside, then do that. Always wear a mask, which I believe the mask is only semi-helpful, to be honest with you. Although I still wear them when I go out.
Well, here in Australia, we still have to wear masks on public transport, or when you go into a taxi, or when you go into the hospitals, you still have to wear your masks.
Right.
But when you go into the shops, the masks have been, stopped. But if you still want to wear your mask,
you can
still wear your mask, just in case if whatever's still in the air.
I do. I don't know that I believe that it's massively helpful. If I'm around somebody, if 2 or 3 people are within 5 or 4 or 3 feet of me, and what I try to do is when I go into public places, whether it's a grocery store, wherever.
Shit your pants immediately. No one will come near you.
What's that?
Shit your pants immediately. No one will come near you.
How did you know what I do?
I figured you're the type of guy that just asserts dominance right away.
That's right, asserting dominance. That's all no, what I do is, though, I will wear a mask, but I kind of go out of my way to avoid getting close to anybody. It's not like it's weird that I'm like, if somebody's coming at me and I suddenly duck off into one lane of I don't do that, but I am very, very judiciously careful. If I have to be close to somebody, I try hard to avoid direct contact with where they may be breathing or leaving their air. But you just can't live your life. We did it for over a year and a half, living literally inside this isolated place that was not healthy for anybody. And
I think
so. But it is funny when I see shows now. I'm like, man, and in a couple weeks, I'm hoping to come down to Baltimore and meet up with Nick and go to the MDF, and I I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little trepidatious about it, a little bit. But I can't. I've been to many hospitals, I've been to many medical appointments, and it's like, well, I'm going to them, and it is what it is. I mean, I gotta. You just can't stay fucking locked in your bedroom forever.
Yeah.
You know what you need, Jeff? You need a can Glen 20 and a 4B2 when you go to that concert. So you just spray, and if anybody comes near you, use that.
There you go. That's it. One of those. What I think there's something called ozonator or something like that. You just spray everywhere. Everybody be looking at me like I'm a fucking freak, anyways. But
the suggestions are everywhere, man.
Well, there you go. There you go.
I mean, aren't all chaps assless? But I mean,
just ask Rob Alford. I'm sure he knows.
Well, he might have a pair he can loan you.
Chaps and mirrors on the ceiling go hand in hand, eh?
I mean, pretty much. I think at that point, the only thing you're missing is probably the riding crop. Maybe the hat.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. Have you got this demo?
Hold up. What is this? Extraneous. Oh, Sinister. They put out a demo, or is it a collection of demos?
No, it's their 91 demo.
Ooh. Actually, I might have. Did I ever show you the Sinister box set I have? Here, hold on.
I've got a whole bunch of cool flyers from Extreme the other day. This is the Macabre flyer.
Oh, nice.
Water Skull.
Yeah.
Water Skull. Yeah, yep. Know them. Yep. Chicago.
Yeah, great band.
Yeah. Hey, what's on that? Oh, fuck, Nick. Where did you get
everything? Everything up until let's see.
Necrophagia. Oh, nice. Nice, man. I like that shirt.
Tonight was the last one on here. I still gotta get some more necrophagia, but yeah,
where did you get that and when?
This was a gift from my buddy Rob, who runs the record store. This was a birthday gift. Since I spent so much money there, it's like, here, Merry Christmas, happy birthday. Since I'm born in December.
That's the Netherlands band, right?
Yep. This is the Metal Mind reissue. Limited to 1,000 copies. Number 873.
Oh fuck, dude!
I know. I was like, oh shit, a box set that fucking Jeff don't got.
No, I don't have that, and I really would like that,
dude. Honestly, it's worth it for Diabolical Summoning and Cross the Sticks alone. Like,
well, yeah, those two albums are killer.
But honestly, I liked most of it. Like the stuff with the female singer. Like, I thought she was a good singer, but the music got dull.
Frederick, where are you getting all these flyer things?
Well,
music store.
I ordered some vinyl from Spain. Like I ordered Ultra Raptor.
Ultra Raptor.
I like the name.
Canadian speed metal. So I like them so much. I bought 2 copies.
Wow.
Devil Cross. If you know the band I Swore, the band I Swore.
I've seen them in a lot of
Joe Steele's other band, and it's got Mike Church on there from Haunt.
Was it power metal or
heavy metal?
No, epic metal.
Okay, epic traditional, epic traditional metal. Then, huh?
Bone Hunter is amazing. Their last 2 albums are 2 of my favorites in terms of like heavy metal, black metal, whatever it is. It's awesome.
Some more Canadian speed metal. Aphrodite.
Those are some sick covers. Like they definitely seem to like the old shit.
That's Aphrodite.
Wow.
Those are really good.
This is Joe Steele's band, from I Swore and Iron Dogs.
I don't know them.
I know I Swore. Just
Tanya
because.
Speed. Tanya Speed. She's from the band Demonia.
I know that one. So what labels are they on? What was that all on the same label?
Extreme Records or Fighter Records from Spain.
Oh, Spain. Okay.
I have some stuff on Extreme Records. They do a lot of. Actually, I think the reissue I have of Demolich is on Extreme Records. They do a fair amount of reissues.
They're all like splatter vinyl as well. This is black with splatter.
Oh yeah, cool. You see it, yeah. Wow, and you bought 2 copies of all those?
Just because I'm the scum.
1 second.
You're gonna flip them, aren't you?
No. I don't flip.
Okay.
I never flip.
What are you? You want one to be in mint shape and the other to be your player copy?
Yeah.
All right, dude. So how many fucking are you mainly a vinyl guy? You seem to be a vinyl guy.
I am a vinyl. I do have CDs. Like I do collect. Sometimes I collect CDs and the vinyl of the same band. So I'll keep the vinyl sealed and play the CD. If it's not on CD, only on vinyl, I buy the vinyl because you can't.
All right, so how many vinyls do you think you got, and how many CDs you got?
I've probably got about 3,000 vinyl.
Holy fuck!
Probably, give or take, and CDs probably about 1,000.
Beginner.
And tapes, I've got about 600 plus tapes.
Loser.
There you go.
We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, I know. I heard that. No, I like tapes because.
All right, here's the next question, though. Here's the next question. When's your divorce final?
Well, like Bonfire.
Not that I'm interested in you, but just when's your divorce final?
Oh, come on. He's interested.
No, I'm not. I don't swing that road.
Bonfire is not my preference. No, I don't like Bonfire at all.
He said CDs. You said CDs.
He said CDs.
If you had 1,000 SDs, like I don't even know how we're having this conversation. But yeah, no, I was gonna say, kind of a box set from Extreme Records. This one is kind of unique because it's a compilation box set. All these are broken down. They're compilations of all their artists broken down into, let's see, 2 for death metal, 2 for black metal, 2 for thrash metal, 1 grindcore, 1 brutal death, 1 doom, and 1 in metalcore. 10 CD compilation set from Extreme Records, or Extreme Music, rather.
Extreme Records. Check them out because they are a good label. They got a lot of death metal, a lot of thrash. Black metal. If you love your black metal.
Okay, Nick. It's a $20 million question. I'll give you $40 for that Sinister box set.
What? No. Are you kidding?
Dude, have you looked it up? What's it worth on this?
Because the last time I looked it up, it was $200.
200.
I want to say it was closer to that. Let's go to the collection.
I'd bet if there's only what'd you say 1,000 copies?
1,000 copies. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you it's got to be in the 200 range.
Yeah.
And it's
high end $139.99.
Wow.
Low end $69.89. Mid range $113.83.
I gotta believe it's sold out. Is that like Is it like cardboard sleeves or what are they?
It's like digit sleeves. Well, they're not like super like light sleeves. Like they're pretty well made.
Okay.
It's I mean, honestly, if you've picked up any reissues from Metal Mind, like it's their packaging, which is just sort of like the cardboard sleeve, and it has the slot for the book in it.
Right.
It's good. It's not like cheap. It's not like the fucking earache reissues of Bolt Thrower, which they spent no fucking money on.
Yeah. But I hadn't actually listened to much Sinister until about a month ago, and I pulled them up, and man, Diabolical, fucking killer. And what was the other one? The Sticks, yeah, is killer. And then I listened to the last two, and the last two are not bad. I
really like the last one. They have some bangers. Honestly, I've always just said they were like Danish Suffocation. They kind of have that, the big chunky brutal death metal fucking riffs, but it kind of has that old school vibe to it.
Yeah,
and
kind of like Seance.
Yeah, it's. I think I'm trying to think like maybe just, like Dying Fetus's catchier moments.
Yeah, it's just very, very heavy, riffy, old school death metal, man. Great gruff, deep fucking growls, and it's good shit, man. It's really good.
The frontman actually, he has a project with Mike Smith, formerly of Suffocation, called Voracious Scourge. And pretty solid. I mean, if you like Sinister or Suffocation, you'll like it. Actually, there's an Indiana band that I'm in.
What's the name? What's the name of that? What was the name of that? The box set. What's it called? What's the?
Oh, the Sinister one?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on here.
I might have to hunt
since
that
birth,
down.
1990 to 2010.
What was it again? I'm sorry, at birth? What?
Altered since birth, 1990 through 2010.
Man, I might have to look into that, man. That looks pretty interesting.
7 CDs. It's all remastered too. Sounds great. And there's I believe a DVD in there too, and a really fucking thick booklet too. So there's a ton of fucking info. So if
he gave you that as a present for doing all the shopping.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, there's an even bigger one that's it's right here. I might as well. This was he gave me this as a gift too, and I gave him a bottle of 18-year-old scotch.
Oh, vinyl?
Yeah, I do own some vinyl. This is everything from Rain and Blood to World Painted Blood. The vinyl.
Let me see the back of that.
This is more blood.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
I'd never even seen that before. What was it called?
The Vinyl Conflict.
The Vinyl Conflict.
So, Dick, now people can't say to you, you're not a vinyl collector.
That's true.
I mean, I do have some, but this is pretty much just something I just keep. These vinyls have never been played.
Still sealed?
Still sealed. I mean, the box itself isn't still sealed.
But the
because I wanted to unwrap it, at least look at them. But the vinyls have never been played. They've stayed in the sleeves.
Oh, cool. So, I've organised a fund for you, Nick. It's on my webpage. So, it's to get you a record player. We're up to $12.5 million to get you a really top class.
Hey, speaking of the record player thing, didn't somebody offer to give me a record player in a chat that we had a couple weeks back?
I forget. Someone
they offered to give it. They offered to give it to you. Was that James? That wasn't you, was it?
Brian Arkham. I think was it Brian Arkham?
Was it Brian?
No,
Brian was trying to con me into getting a fucking tape player.
No. Hold on. Brian was in the stream, but he didn't offer. I think it was James Warrior. I swear it was James Warrior that offered. He said he had an extra player or something.
But I'm good. I don't need an excuse to get
it. I actually lost my $2,500 stereo system when I lost my storage unit back in February of it was January of 2021. They a long ass story. Because of my health, I was sick and I couldn't fucking pay the bill. I owed $700 and nobody in my family stepped up to help me, even though they had the money. I didn't ask either though, so maybe that's the other part of it. But yeah, I do have maybe 200 vinyl, probably not anything like yours, Frederick. I had a lot. I got rid of about 600 back in the day, which was really stupid now. I mean, I got rid of some OG, stuff from the 70s that, it was worthless back then. I mean, nobody heard about it in 99, 2000, 2001. And I rarely listened to it because I was always moving. I was always on the go. And I wouldn't mind having a decent record player now. And by decent, I don't mean a fucking $2,000 turntable. I mean, there's really nice turntables you can get for $200. There really is.
If anyone legit donated or sent me a record player, I would thank them profusely. But honestly, I would send it to you because you're going to appreciate it. You have the records to listen to. I have some, but I'm, there's the thing about records that I hate is the fact that as soon as you put the needle on it, you're technically damaging it. And that drives me nuts. Like a CD I can play for it took me the only CD I wore completely out to the point it would not play anything anymore was my original copy of Faith No More's Real Thing. I played the living shit out of that album. And I had to get a new one. But it took so many plays.
If you buy a good record player, though, or even a decent record player, you're not going to fuck up a vinyl album if you're careful with it.
I don't have to be careful with CDs anymore.
That's true. That's very true. And I agree with you. And I'm more in your corner on that more than any of the other people. Jake and Rick and Marty and all those guys fucking love their vinyl. And I do like my vinyl because of the presentation, but I'd prefer to listen to it on
I appreciate it. No.
Actually, James, it was James. So, James, hit me up on Instagram, and we'll figure something out. I'll get you shipping money, or we'll figure something out for it, man. I mean, just let me know if you want to pull it off the table. That's fine too. I don't have a major issue with that. It was just Brian brought that up the other day. He said, "Didn't somebody in that chat say they were gonna give Nick a player, and then Nick said no, give it to Jeff?" And
yeah, 100%.
I just couldn't remember, and I started thinking, you know what? I think it was James. So we'll connect. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I mean, I will tell you, Frederick, I was kidding to a degree about when's your divorce going to be final. I don't even know if you're married. So I mean that
Okay.
But
I'm fucking single, so I get it.
No, I'm not married. No.
Yeah, you're not married. Well, then you don't have to worry about that. But I will say, and Nick, same. When I was with my ex-wife back in the late 80s into the early thousands, there came a point when we had kids, and my CD collection at that point, keep in mind, this is 26 years ago when my son was born. She says, you need to get rid of some of these. You need to get rid of some of these CDs. And I'm like, what? And I probably at that point in time had maybe about 1,500. Well, to keep the peace, because somehow my mother got involved in it, I ended up selling about 300. CD. Base man, we'll connect on the jazz thing at some point, man. So hit me up on Instagram.
Hails, brother.
And I ended up selling like 300 or 400 CDs. And I'll tell you, the funny part of the story is, I guarantee you I bought about 90% of those CDs back. I pretty much own all of them back that I sold. The ones that mattered, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, luckily there hasn't been any girlfriends that, in my past that ever said, you need to sell some CDs. Like, I'm going to head you off with no, like, immediately.
I'll never sell my vinyl collection or CDs or tapes, never. Because, like at one point, if you do sell them and then you're thinking, oh, shit, I want to buy them back, you're going to pay triple the amount of money that they originally first cost.
Yeah.
Well,
when I got them, I spent whatever it was back then, $8.99, $10.99 a CD, whatever they were when I originally bought them in the 80s and 90s, right? And then I sell them, and of course, most of the stuff I sold was not anything that was like a Sinister box set or some of these box sets that I had that are pretty valuable that you can't find anymore. Yes, Nick, I know you have one CD box that I don't own.
Well, I mean, too, you didn't have this one either, but
that's true, I don't. But I probably only sold them for $4, $5, $6 a piece just to get quick money, and then I turned around and bought them for $15.99 or $14.99. So I ended up losing a shitload more money than I ever gained at the time.
Yeah,
so you're right.
I sold a lot of thrash back in the day when I needed money. It's a really good thrash stuff, and now the albums that I want back, they're about $80, $90 an album, or $50 a CD.
Dude, they became sticklers on like OG prints on anything, man. If you
you can even find them.
Yeah, if you can find like old school fucking Roadrunner albums that were like late 80s and fucking early 90s stuff, like, dude, people go fucking nuts over that shit.
Well,
I was lucky. I did find a vinyl that I wanted, a band called Rigor Mortis.
Oh, dude, Rigor Mortis? Did you get the debut, self-titled?
I've got self-titled on vinyl here, but I got their fourth one coming from Germany.
Oh, wait, was that a live one?
No, studio, Slave to the Grave.
Oh, Slave. Okay, yeah. No, I was gonna say, yeah. Man, I really wish that one was better. Like that was what they left off with. I think part of it was supposed to be a Mike Scotia solo album, but he ended up dying like kind of when they were finishing it.
Yeah, you know how much I paid for it?
How much?
$114 Australian.
How much?
$114. I don't even know the exchange rate, but that already sounds expensive.
That's Australian money, $114. That's with postage.
Ooh.
Oh my!
I mean, fuck. I mean, honestly, like, I mean, I haven't like in terms of like, well, actually, we got a question that's kind of related to that.
Guys, I'm gonna hit my light, so I'll get a bit dark in here, but I'm it's affecting my eyes. I've had a bad eye day, so
mine's easy. It's still the same one, and I'm even let's see. Well, all right, technically, that Slayer box set is the most expensive one I own because at maximum it's going for $700. But the single CD I own that is easily the most expensive is my Black Dahlia Murder by Savan demo because there's only 50 of them. And it's a Memorex fucking CD, numbered. It's number 6 out of 50, and it goes for was it $600? Median $450 at the minimum 40, but I would never part for it with actually any of those prices because I love it. It's not even a great demo, but it's their first one.
Mine is album wise. I have the Neurosis Strength and Vision box set, which they only made 1,300 of, and I bought it for $245, and the cheapest one you can find on Discogs is about $800.
Damn.
And I've seen them be listed as high as $1,200. So pretty crazy. I have Steven Wilson's Insurgentes box set, which is like a book box for Steven Wilson. I'm not entirely sure how many they made of them. I think it might have been 1,000, but it might be more. And that recently I saw was going for, I've seen him sell for anywhere between $400 and $700. So, and I got it for, I don't know, $40, something way back in the day. I had one thing that I really regret selling now, really regret. When Steven Wilson was still kind of underground a lot before Porcupine Tree blew up and then he went solo and all that stuff, he put out something called Unreleased Electronic Music. It was a lot of noodlings he did as a teenager and, early 20s guy. And what he initially did was he made 125 copies in a CD, DVD box, a DVD package, like the A5 they call it, I think A5 or something like that. And he sold 125 or 150, I think it was. He ended up selling 300, but the first batch was 150. It was a pressed CDR with like a white label, didn't have any writing on it. It had a postcard, like a big card that said all the track names like typed up. It almost looked like old school Ampeg tape, like notation from the studio, and each one was numbered individually, and each A5 thing came with a Polaroid that was different that Lasse Hoyle, his artist the last several years, did exclusively. Number 1 went to Steve Wilson, number 2 went to Lasse Hoyle, and number 3 was mine because I was pretty close to Steve back then. I sold that thing for about $400 when I was really in bad need of money about 7 years ago. Really wish I had that back. They only made 300 of them. Mine was exclusive to me, and they actually kept a spreadsheet of who got what of these things, and they were that exclusive. It was really, and that one I bet right now I've never seen one come up on. I've never checked Discogs. I'll have to look on Discogs to see if it's even on there. But I gotta believe the number 3 one would probably bring a nice fucking penny. So, CD wise,
number 1 would be even more, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah,
over 1,000 maybe.
Yeah, that's Steve's personal copy, obviously. CD real quick, and I'll let you roll, Frederick. Oh man, fuck! I have like individual CD. I really don't know. I have all of the Death Relapse 3 CD special editions, the ones that are limited to 2,000. I have all of them, and those, depending on which one when you look, those are $150 now, somewhere in that range. 125 and up. And I also have what was the other one I was thinking of along with the Death one? Well, I will tell you right now, the Jethro, and you know this, Nick, because I've shown them to you before. The Jethro Tull book box sets. They're like books. Those are fucking insane. The Minstrel in the Gallery song from the Woods, those are going for minimum $300 to $400 to $500. The Thick as a Brick one is almost impossible to find under $400. I have every one but Thick as a Brick, and I bought them all for retail anywhere from $35 to $50, $45, somewhere in that range. And like Minstrel in the Gallery, if you look that up, I know the last time I saw that was going for $275, $300, and I have all of them. So with the exception of Thick as a Brick, which I was the first one, and I missed the boat on that. I didn't come on until Aqualung, I think, the second time around. So, but I got a shitload of box sets that are worth a bunch, Nick.
Yeah. I know. You got a Sinister one, but anyway, whatever.
I've got like about 30 box sets, wood box sets, which are probably worth a lot of money now. Another record, I got the Artillery box set, the CD4 CD box set.
Oh wow!
That costs around about $300 something now. I got a Blind Guardian album that's worth over $300. The Tales album is worth probably over $300. I have in my collection, and like some of my box sets, like they're black metal. They're probably worth.
Frederick, let me interrupt 1 second.
No worries, Jeff.
Jake, get your fucking ass in here, dude.
Yeah, Jake, what are you doing out there, man?
I sent you the link, man. I threw it in your Instagram. Jump on. We're not going to stay on all night. Maybe half hour, 45 more minutes, somewhere in that range. Go ahead, Frederick.
Yeah. So like I love collecting those sort of like box sets, which are limited and which worth money because as collector scum, it's what we do.
It's what we do. It's what we do well.
I mean, you see something rare, and it's like, oh, that isn't the worst price. Like you kind of do that whole. I can justify this.
You justify it. You absolutely justify it. You absolutely justify, man. And I've done it a million times when it's something I justified like crazy for a Simple Minds box set. Yeah, I know it's not very metal, Frederick. I know.
No, but I don't like Simple Minds. Some of their songs are quite good. I remember them back in the day.
Fuck it. Well, they put out a box set of not Sparkle in the Rain. Sparkle in the Rain. And by the time I learned about it, it had been out a couple years, and it was getting spicy. But what I learned about it was that the 5.1 mixed CD that was in a Blu-ray, it was either a Blu-ray or a DVD. I can't remember which one. Some of the copies were they had issues with them, right? And they had to send out new Blu-ray. I can't remember if it was a Blu-ray or a DVD-A, but anyway, they had to send new ones out, right? And I found one online, and this dude wanted, I don't know what he wanted for it, like $125. And I'm like, bro, does that have the new revamped? Do you have did you send in and get the new Blu-ray for the 5.1 mix? He's like, what are you talking about? I don't even know what you're talking about. So I sent him a big article on it, and he's like, well, no, I don't have that. I said, I hate to say it, dude, I'll only offer you $50 for that, right? Now, the funny thing is truthfully, I didn't really care about the 5.1 mix, to be perfectly honest, because I don't have a 5.1 system anymore. I wanted everything else because it's like a 6 CD set, right? And I thought, you know what? If I can get that for $50, man, that's good.
Why not? Yeah.
He let it sit up there for like another 2 weeks. I crossed my fingers, and all of a sudden, out of the blue, I get, "Hey Jeff, this is Bob. You still interested in that Simple Mindset?" I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm afraid the price might have dropped down to 40 now, man." And he goes, "Oh, come on, man." I said, "Tell you what, I'll honor the 50 original." He's like, "Well, couldn't we do more like 75?" I'm like, "Dude, come on, man." I said, call me the next trip around when you can't sell it. Another 2 days goes by. He goes, "Yeah, I've given it some thought. I'll take the $50." So I stole it. I don't know what it's going for now. I think it was going for about $200. But I held out. Same thing on the Black Sabbath box set. I know, I'm a prick. Same thing on the Black Sabbath box set, the original OG, the black box. A lot of people don't know it, but that was highly counterfeited by Chinese bootleggers. And if you knew what to look for, which I studied up on it for damn near a year, I found one online, got it for $60. I defy you to find that out there now for under $300.
No, I'm not even looking. I remember when they came out too. I was like, should I get that? It'll be there. It was fucking gone. I mean,
fuck no, but that Jeff Kiefer guy, he's got one of them, that cocksucker.
He's probably got fucking 2 of them. Box set.
Probably does. He has one hidden in the closet, man.
No, I didn't want to answer that one. That would be,
yes.
That would be my probably one of my Mona Lisa black metal albums. I mean, I'm going to go ahead and say it's just about perfect. Like, this is, in terms of second wave black metal, this is like as good as it gets, I think. You know, I mean, Mayhem De Mysterious is a great album, but that, so goddamn good.
Mona Lisa black metal.
All right, early Behemoth. I only got a little bit of early Behemoth, and I mean it's good. I got into them around like Apostasy and Demigod.
I mean, are we talking? What does that mean, Mona Lisa? I'm sorry, that's a stupid
like
question.
The crown jewel, like go-to black metal album.
I'm gonna come up lame here. I personally, for me, I'm not as huge a first wave guy as these two dudes here. I'd have to go with probably Storm of the Lightsbane, man. And I got into it with a couple of dudes over on Jeff Becerra's Instagram 2 days ago because Jeff put up a post about John Notvite, and the way he wrote the post up, it was a little too glowing about the dude.
Yeah, the dude.
And I simply said, Jeff, John Notvite and Dissection, some of the best black metal ever written, but to glorify John Notvite, that's killer album, dude. Love it.
I love both of those albums.
Are those originals or are they reissues?
No, these are picture discs.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
are they from the end?
Yes, they are.
I remember them. I could kick myself in the ass for not buying them.
That record label is gone now. The end.
Yeah. Well, no, it's still around, but it's not a metal label, and it was sold to, I don't know who the fuck it was sold to. Somebody bought it. A major bought it, and it's like an independent distribution, and it's shit. They have so much garbage on there. You go to their website, it's like painful to try and find anything.
Yeah, because I was on their page, and I was trying to look for some metal stuff, and there was
he was.
No, I knew a lot of them.
What's that one?
This is a Storm of the Lightsbane.
Oh wow, that's fucking cool looking, man.
That is fucking sweet. Jesus.
What are those going for these days? Are they up there?
Oh, I reckon they'll be around about the $100-something bucks. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that, Frederick. I remember them coming out. You're kind of pissing me off. I should have bought one of them. I don't know why I didn't. I bought the original.
You're giving like Jeff record collector PTSD right now. Like,
yeah, man.
Store a song.
Yeah,
you remember back then, and you remember back.
You
spelled Jenko's wrong.
But you remember when they were putting that shit out from around, I don't know, like 2004 to 2010. They were also handling all the Anathema stuff. They were handling Paradise Lost. They were doing Opeth. They were doing, they had a lot of good stuff. Dark Suns. I remember I got Dark Suns on there. A lot of good shit. Nick, do you have the Dark Suns album, Swan Lake?
I only have 2 of them, and they're which ones were they? Hold on, I have to look them up here. Where?
You really ought to own Swan Lake, dude.
No, I own Orange and Grave Human Genuine.
Okay, listen to me. Listen to me deeply. You need to get Swan Lake. Okay, it's almost the perfect Opeth album. It's bizarre. It's so good.
This is a great album.
Oh, see, I love New Dark Throne. Yeah. Old Star still might be better than that one.
Guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab a drink. Okay. Be right back.
Yeah, see? All right. Yeah, James got it. No, I did make fun of friends for Evan the Magic the Gathering thing. Just because it was like, man, why can't we just play video games?
And Fred wrote me a letter as well.
Oh wow, that's fucking cool.
I like this art print. This art print is awesome.
See, all right, there's like another reason why like collecting vinyl might be cooler, because you guys get like so much cool stuff in there. Like, CDs, we don't get all the cool extras very often, but like every time I see someone get a vinyl, it's like, oh look, I got this cool fucking poster for this awesome album cover. Like, yeah, I got the CD.
But a lot of CDs nowadays do come with like if you get the die-hard editions of the CDs, you get the extras. But like if you get the normal versions, it's just a plain normal CD.
See, I know I have the pre-order for the new Misery Index, and I did get like a special edition CD package that has like a bonus CD with covers, and I think it comes with a couple of posters. So. But yeah, like those seem like a little bit more rare. Like getting a poster and a vinyl seems like, oh, hey, look at this cool fucking shit that just comes with it. This is the regular edition.
You know what you should do, Nick? Like if you buy the vinyl and get the ones with the CDs in there. So you got the CD and the vinyl and the extras.
I already need more shelves for more CDs. So yeah, no, I can't do that. But going back to the Juggalo thing, being from Toledo, being just about an hour south of Detroit, Juggalos were around. In fact, the proud city of Toledo held the first ever like convention of the Juggalos or some fucking dumb shit like that. What is that? Oh God, is that a fucking ICP CD?
Yes.
Oh, see, it's not just people from the Midwest; it's people from Australia too. It got over there somehow. Yeah, I had friends that were into it.
They did come to Perth a few years back, and I wanted to go and see it, but I was working at the time.
They should have never let them off the plane.
I don't mind. Yeah, no, I don't mind some of their stuff. Some of their stuff is good. I like the heavier stuff. When they incorporate the more metal in their sound.
Oh my God!
It's like with ice. It's like with Ice T and or Booyah Tribe and Faith No More.
All right, I have the Judgment Night soundtrack. I love that soundtrack. Like that is like one of my favorite '90s soundtracks.
Kid Crusher. No, don't know Kid Crusher.
Kid Crusher. No. See, like, I never there was a period where I was into hip hop, but it was never ICP. I had someone give me the Terror Wheels CD. I guess that CD was actually worth a lot of money too.
Yeah, their early stuff is quite hard to get, and I wanted to get them on vinyl, but the vinyl was very hard to get.
I think I threw it away, so I probably should have kept it. Like, yeah, it would have been like one of the shames in my fucking collection, but I already have enough shame.
Yeah, me too. Because I do own a Cure album.
I own both Crazy Town albums. I can't talk shit.
Like for me, I like my metal. As you know, I like my metal.
Oh, yeah.
But I like the 70s stuff as well. Do you like the 70s hard rock proto metal? You into that sort of style?
Oh, I love like early Scorpions. I grew up on Yes. My mom played the living shit out of Fragile, and it is ingrained in my DNA. Yeah. Of course, Rush. Gentle Giants. I don't own any, but my mom played a lot of Hawkwind. My mom actually saw Hawkwind way back in the 70s, opening up for Yes.
Deep Purple? Deep
Purple. Yeah, Deep Purple's always in there. Oh God. I was gonna say like early Scorpions, like the early krautrock stuff. I still really dig that.
Yeah, the 70s stuff was good. I like the 70s Scorpions compared to what's came through the 80s.
Taken by Force. Taken by Force is like that's my jam in terms of like old school Scorpions.
Yeah, because that was so heavy, at that time. That's early Scorpions was heavy, but later they went a bit more, you know.
And they found the formula that worked, and after Willie John Roth, left the band, it was definitely it became a more streamlined vehicle, more focused on one demographic versus like, hey, let's get kind of crazy and jazzy on this song. Ooh, by the way, can I sing a song? Uli, you can't sing. Yeah, but I'm gonna sing at least 2 tracks. And it's like, yeah, but you can't sing. Like, you're bad. Like, really bad. Like, he's a great guitarist. In fact, I'd say he's still a great guitarist. But Jesus Christ, tone deaf as fuck.
My cat could probably sing better than him.
He crushed some metal side projects like K Caveman and Rectal Birth. I don't know. I've never heard that. I would probably remember a name like Rectal Birth. Like,
yeah, me too. And, from Adelaide. Okay, no, I have never heard him, Dime. I'll check it out. If he's from Australia, I'll definitely check him out because I love my Aussie heavy metal and music.
Actually, I mean, outside of like the first album, which a buddy of mine had, I'd never bought it, but he played it a lot. I mean, I didn't mind that one. It was just that Eminem was everywhere. He was unavoidable, so I didn't feel like I needed to own any Eminem.
No,
it was still entertaining though. He's a good lyricist. I will give him that, and he's definitely entertaining.
I do love my iced tea though. I do love iced tea very much. I think that's great old school.
I got an iced tea and Ice Cube. God, Funk Dubious, very strange 90s rap group. I just kind of like them. They were in that whole like Cypress Hill, House of Pain sort of like realm. I mean, I still have House of Pain. Dude, Black Sunday was one of my favorite hip hop albums of all time. Like that album was fucking fun. What are you licking off your fingers there?
I went to put my fucking hand down to shift my body. I stuck it right in my Indian food. My eyes are adjusting to the light, and I fucking didn't. I laid it. I pushed my hand right in the rice and chicken.
You fucking fisted your curry.
I fisted my curry. Is exactly right, and it was good.
You know what? We might just replace the expression "shit the bed" with "fisted your curry."
Fisted your curry. There you go.
Look, you really fisted your curry on that one.
You see that?
Yeah.
Wow.
That looks nice. Yeah, that looks good.
It's going to look the same coming out.
Oh yeah,
Jeff, maybe Jeff, being a chef, I was a chef way back. You need the garnish. Where's the garnish?
I don't have a garnish, man.
Plating is everything. Come on.
I got you. I hear you. I just
you need parsley on there. A bit of
parsley. This is about 80% homemade. I shredded the chicken, made the basmati rice, perfect basmati rice. And that's the key, man. You got to have the rice right. If you have gummy, chewy rice, forget it, man. And the sauce is kind of a little prepackaged, but other than that, everything else, onions, tomatoes, so good. Some extra sauces. I will, as Nick says, I will be seeing this again. Huh?
You'll be fisting your curry again.
Yeah, I'll be fisting it for sure, man. But shit's so good, man. So what happened to Jake? He fucking bailed on us? He just dropped that one post?
No, he's right there.
He said he couldn't.
Where you at, dude?
He said he was listening to music.
Jake, jump the fuck in here, man. Come on.
We
miss you, Jake. Come say hello to Frederick. He's in your wheelhouse. He fucking collects vinyl like a crazy person.
Yeah, all vinyl collectors are crazy, but CD collectors are even more crazier.
No, they're fine. Vinyl collectors, fucking weirdos.
Well, we're all fucking weirdos. Let's be honest.
Totally weirdos.
We are collector scum. That's what we are. We're collector scum.
Yeah, it's
swine.
It's anybody that doesn't look at it for what it really is, an illness, is not being honest. They're just not.
It is an illness, and it's an expensive illness as well, because you know how vinyl is very expensive at the moment.
Yeah, it is, but it could be worse. And the reason I say that is you could be a guy that collects BMWs and Porsches. Now, granted, if you have that kind of money isn't really an object to you to begin with, of course. But which for most of us, I mean, I'm only speaking for myself, but I mean, Nick might be relatively floating in cash, but I'm not, and none of the other guys that I know.
I'm reasonably sure I could sell a testicle at any moment. I think they're just decorative at this point anyway.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, yours are, of course.
Yeah, for me Jeff, too. I'm not a rich guy, but like if I do have some spare cash, now and then, I will go and buy 2 or 3 records. I'm not buying like 20 records a week. I can't afford 20.
Let me ask you this, and if it's too personal, do you have children or no?
I got one fur baby.
Okay, so you and Nick also have something in common. You guys don't have kids, and that, I have 2 children that I had to help put through college and all that stuff. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, I've been irresponsible sometimes with money that went places it should have gone elsewhere. As a father, there were times I went, kid needs to eat, or I need that new dissection picture disc. I mean, come on, like really?
Yeah. Picture disc.
Right?
That's the right answer, right?
That's clearly the right answer.
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure I wasn't being a piece of shit there. Whew, that was close. I was worried.
You are lucky, Nick. You scraped by the skin of your teeth there. Just barely scraped by the skin of your teeth.
Barely. But yeah, man. I mean, it's tough. It's an illness. I will say, my health issues kind of helped solve it a little bit because I just didn't have a lot of money. But now there's been a little more money lately, and I've got some other sources probably coming in. I'm like already scheming. It's like, what can I do with that? And what can I do with that? It's like it never kind of goes away. It's always kind of there,
Yeah. My psychiatrist said I need to keep buying vinyl.
What did he say?
My psychiatrist said I need to buy vinyl. If I buy CDs, I could lose it.
Okay, well, there you go. I would certainly listen to. He's a professional.
Jake knows.
That's right. Can't live without that picture disc. Yeah.
Right. Good.
Picture discs are the bomb, and I know because I do like the odd picture disc.
Where are you located at, Frederick? How are you?
I'm in Australia, as you know, but I'm in the west side, West Australia. I'm in a little city called Perth.
Perth, okay. Is that where Simon's at?
No, Simon is on the other side. He's on the east coast.
Oh, he's on the east coast.
Yeah, it's like America. You got your east coast and your west coast.
Oh yeah.
There's like gang signs.
How
signs. I don't know.
How much of a car trip is that to get from one side to the other? A couple hours?
Probably take you about 2 or 3 days.
Really?
By car, yeah. Because you have to go through desert and
Wow.
I mean, it's. I think in terms of continents out there, like Australia has the highest percentage of desert lands. Like everyone's focused on the coastal region because that's the place with water.
Yeah. Every city, you see in Australia, is close to a beach. We're close to a beach because in Australia, it's starting to get built up slowly. Homes and stuff are getting built up, but it's still mostly Aboriginal land. So it's still open desert and. But you're talking about.
Is the Aboriginal land? Is that where that's where those midnight oil guys all live, right?
No. The midnight oil guys live in fucking big mansions over on the East Coast or in America.
What was the singer's name? Peter Garrett or?
Yeah, Peter Garrett. Yeah,
he's a politician, isn't he?
He was, but he had some problems in how you get roof heating. You know, those heating sort of things for the roof.
Yeah.
You know, he had some problems with that, with catching fire and houses burning down.
Ooh.
Really?
So, yeah. So I think he had to leave. And
I was gonna say, John and I actually talked to the front man of the Amenta. He's actually from Perth too.
yes, I saw that interview. Actually, I have to tell you, I will be doing an interview with a band shortly as well.
Oh, cool, dude. We got a couple lined up. We have one that we did, and we just got to edit. And we're once again prove we're not good at interviewing.
Well, this will be my first interview ever with a band.
Who is it?
We talked to the guys in him or me? Sorry.
Oh, either one. Both of them.
We talked to the guys in Demericus, Indiana-based death thrash band. They just got back for the first time in like 12 years.
Oh. Yeah, I'll be interviewing Pizza Death.
Shit! Who? Dude, Chris,
Death.
Metal Mania, he actually jammed their stuff on his channel too.
Yeah, I talked to the guys and I said I'd love to interview you for my channel, and they said yeah, we'll have to do it. So I'm hoping this or next month I'll be doing a live interview.
That is an absolutely ridiculous fucking album cover too.
Who is it again? I'm sorry, I missed it.
I'll get the album
Pizza
cover.
Death. It's a thrash metal band from Australia and pretty much fully embracing the whole pizza thrash thing. Is like, fuck it, yeah, we're just gonna have fun. And the album cover is ridiculous. I absolutely love it. Like it, 100% you're getting a thrash metal album, and it's about to be stupid fun.
Well, I hadn't given up on having Craig LaCicero on. However, he dropped a little thing that okay, I never heard of him.
Awesome.
Slice of Death. God damn it, now I'm hungry for pizza, Frederick. God damn it. No wonder I'm getting fat.
And even it's
look at
like
that,
a fucking menu on the back.
Yeah, that's great. And they're from Australia.
Yeah, the East Coast. They have a CD coming out as well, so you can get their CD.
If they get to a distro here, man, because man, the last time I ordered a CD from Australia, man, it took forever to get here, and again, postage.
Yeah, I've never bought anything from Australia.
Well, actually, if I get a couple of CDs, I'll send you one.
Hey, cool, thank you, man. Like, I mean, you don't have to because like I said, I know the postage is ridiculous.
I was gonna say the postage will be like $45.
I won't send it in the jewel case. I'll just send it like I
have jewel cases.
Yeah.
I have a whole box full. I have 2 boxes full.
Yeah, so they're not out yet. I have to pre-order them. So because they're coming from America, actually, from a label over in America.
Oh, well, shit. I mean, if they're going from, I can order them here then. I mean, don't worry about the postage. Like, if they're coming from America, I'll get them. Because I'm already interested in that.
Yeah. I don't know which label though. I don't know which label because they were getting some contact with an American label, but I don't know which label it is, and I'm not 100% sure. So if you can't get it, I will send you one when I get 2 or 3 copies.
Sweet, man, that's cool. One of my actual, no joke though, one of my all-time favorite bands is from Australia. And that's The Church. I fucking love The Church. One of my absolute favorite bands. Steve Kilby. That guy pumps out fucking music like non-stop, and usually it's pretty good. He's doing a lot of solo stuff, and I think there is a new Church album coming out soon. I finally got to see them live about 6 years ago. Man, they were great live. Really, really cool band. Not metal, but just a great band, you know.
Yeah. Another great band that I liked was a band called The Saints. Have you heard of the band called The Saints?
Aussie band?
Aussie band, yeah. They were early punk band.
Okay.
Like this, they started in the late 70s. The lead singer passed away from that band.
What's the name of that band that the comic? What's that guy's name? Steve, Australian comic. Steve
Hughes.
Hughes. He played in a thrash band or a death metal band.
Yeah, he played in Slaughter Lord.
That's it. Yeah, that stuff's pretty good, man.
I'm jamming.
Yeah, it's very raw, sort of black metal, black death
metal. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah. He is that dude is fucking hilarious. Oh my god, love that guys. You ever see him, Nick?
No.
He also plays in a band called Nazul as well. He played in the band
called Nazul
as well as
He's a drummer, right? He's a drummer.
Yes, he was the drummer. Yeah.
Yeah, cool fucking dude, man. What's his name again? Last name?
Steve Hughes.
Hughes. Nick, you gotta look him up online, dude. On YouTube. There's some clips out of him. They're so fucking hilarious. I'll
probably do it later because honestly, it's getting late, and
we are gonna have to. Yeah,
dude, it's 3:30 here.
Is it really? Wow. Yeah, I realized it was that.
Yeah, I didn't even realize because we're having so much fun fucking talking.
Yeah, man. Well, Frederick, it's good catching up with you, dude.
Hey, thanks for joining us, Frederick, man.
I've always wanted to be on your channel.
What? You got to show off like some fucking killer picture discs. You made Jeff a little jealous.
Little bit.
I saw it. It was like glint in his eye. Same thing I saw when I showed up that Sinister box set that he doesn't have.
Little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, always good fucking bullshit with you guys.
You know, like I said, we're all collector scum.
We're all sickos, man. We're all sickos. What time is it down there, dude?
Down here, it's probably close to like it's 3:20 in the afternoon.
So it's about 12-hour time difference.
Yeah, you're a day behind us.
We're a day behind. Oh, we're a full day behind.
Man. Future man, Frederick.
Yes.
Well, listen, Frederick, we'll catch up. We'll have you on, one of our.
Yeah, anytime. Or you can jump on my channel when I do a live stream. Because I'm doing a live stream at the end of this month on Saxon, top 10 Saxon albums.
Ooh.
The end of this month is going to be MDF, so I might not be able to make that one.
Yeah, that's true. You have the whole shooting match. I'm probably only going to get 1 or 2 days in, but
dude, if you get 1 or 2 days, man, there's good days.
Lot to do. Yeah.
So, anytime you want me on, I'm here. I'm home. You know, I'm listening to music or watching horror movies.
Are you on? I honestly don't remember. Are you? Did you follow me on Instagram or not?
No, I follow you. I follow you on YouTube. I follow you on YouTube.
Follow me on. Give me a follow on Metal Madness 66 on Instagram.
Oh, yep. Definitely.
And I'll hit you up. That way we can get in touch with you through DMs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And let you know.
Because I'm on Facebook. Nick, one of Nick's friends on Facebook.
Yeah, I don't do Facebook. I stay away from there.
But I can, since our Facebook, Thrall's Facebook is attached to our Instagram, I can communicate to both of you on the same platform. Thank fucking God.
Yeah.
By the way, real quick before you shut down, Nick. So what's going on with this Denver Death Fest thing?
I'm literally the wrong person to ask about it.
You're not involved in it.
I'm kind of just doing like the day-to-day channel stuff. Like I want to make sure that stuff gets done. They're going to help out too, but this is mostly John and Miller. Like they know some dudes out in Denver. They have a venue that they both work at, and they've been trying to do a death fest for a while, and they were going to do this regardless. They asked us if they wanted us to be involved, and I said, hey man, as long as it's legit, the bands are taken care of, nothing shady at all. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I miss festivals here in Australia. We used to have some great festivals here in Australia. Like we had the Big Day Out, which is a festival, and another one, which is the Norm Metal Festival we had here in Australia, but they both got shut down because the owners sort of fucked up, didn't pay the bands properly. And now we don't get that many festivals. There is one festival that we do have, which is out in Alice Springs. It's the Desert Death Festival. which is like all Aussie bands go in the middle of Australia and play metal. That's the only festival.
All right, guys. Well, look, I don't want to hold you up any longer. Frederick, cool talking to you. Nick, thanks for firing this up for me. And guys, watch out. And I'm hoping either maybe tomorrow or maybe one day this week or definitely next weekend. Looks like I'm gonna have Corey Clark from Warrior Soul on, which would be fucking cool as hell.
Hey, dude. Let me know. I mean, I'll definitely check it out.
Yeah.
You know, I need to listen to some more Warrior Soul. Like I said, I tried going back. It's like, man, I feel like I should remember this, but I don't.
Bro, you got to get those first three. Got to get the first three.
I'll check them out. So, all right, I want to wrap shit up.
All right, man.
Thank you guys once again.
Peace, guys.
See y'all later.
Peace.
It's been fucking
later.
fun.
See ya.
Later.
Whoa.